Hello, American Patriots. Douglas Ducote here, the founder and CEO of Veterans United for Justice, veteran law enforcement officer, retired U.S. Army, and the co-host of Real World Witness radio show. Look, as you all have seen by now, there is a huge caravan of immigrants that are fleeing Honduras heading towards the United States. Funny is, they have it scheduled to arrive right about the November election time. Started off a few thousand and now it's up to approximately 10,000 people. And of course now they're saying that they're refugees and they're fleeing their country because of oppression, murders, rapes. The country's let them down. They're in all types of horrible situations. They can't find jobs. Everything that you can possibly imagine wrong with a third world country, that's what they're claiming. Now, I've been all over Honduras. Was stationed down there with the Army for quite some time, doing different military operations. In fact, I've been all over Central and South America. I've seen the terrain up close and personal. These folks supposedly are walking from Honduras to America. Now, depending on where you want to enter America, and let's say the shortest distance, which would be the Corpus Christi area if you were to follow up the coastline that direction, you're looking at 1,760 miles approximately. A group of 10,000, ages from newborn to 90 years old in wheelchairs. The average person can walk approximately 3 miles per hour. And you're going to take 10,000 people and take it from Honduras to America on foot. That is not possible. Now, we're since finding out there's all types of other things going on behind the scenes, such as someone is funding this program. Whether it's George Soros, whether it's the Democrats, I don't know. What I do know is what would be needed to get this many people moved via foot: food, water, clothing, shelter, medical, the list goes on and on and on. And that's somehow being organized, or you would have literally thousands of dead people as they go. Okay, this isn't the Dahmer Party, all right? And they had horses and wagons and weapons. So something's happening that we're not being told the entire truth about. And one of the things that sticks out in just about every picture you look at, and Google this on the internet, the immigrants fleeing Honduras. If you were fleeing a country because that country has let you down, and it is so bad there, the crime, the government, the police, the military, that you have to flee with your family for your life to another country, why would you be carrying with you and waving in the air that country's flag? And in this case, yelling and screaming, "Viva Honduras"? You're fleeing that country to survive because that country is going to kill you and your family at the rate they're going. But yet, these people seem to be proud that they're from Honduras. So proud that they're waving the flag. So go look that up. Look at the pictures. Or hell, just look at the pictures they're showing you on CNN and MSNBC and even Fox News of these massive amounts of people walking. Folks, I'm here to tell you that is not possible. There is something else happening here behind the scenes, and I guarantee you it is linked to the Democrat Party in the United States of America. So, what's happening? Who's funding it? Who's taking care of these people in the shelter and the medical and the food and the clothing and everything they need to make this transit and the transportation? Because they're not walking, okay? They're in buses. Something's happening, and they get out when the cameras are around and then wave their Honduran flag and hold their fist up and chant, "Viva Honduras." You know, it's kind of like if you look down around the California border with Mexico, where you have the most illegal aliens from Mexico, and when they start taking to the streets and demanding their rights, what do you always see there? They're waving the Mexican flag and chanting "Viva Mexico." If you hate that place so much that you had to come to America, why the hell would you be waving their flag? You're coming to America supposedly because your country let you down. And you need a place for your family to prosper. This doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm sure it doesn't make any sense to you. Now they're going to start telling you, and you watch over the next few days, that there are people dropping out like flies, and there are people being turned away. Supposedly, President Trump has worked out some kind of deal with Mexico to vet these people and determine who really is in harm's way if they go back to Honduras. And I'm pretty sure from the intel I have from friends that are currently in Honduras and in Panama and different locations throughout Central and South America, that it is not the same situation it is with the drug cartel in places like Colombia and throughout Mexico. Yet you're going to transit on foot through that? No, it's not happening that way. So I guess what I want to share with you today is just that who in the right mind wants to show support for the country that is oppressing them? Here's my suggestion to all you Democrats and far left liberals. Why don't you go down there and figure it out? Why don't you go down there and help these people? I understand the UN's going to come in and try and help them at the border, not the American border, I hope. But the UN is supposedly getting involved. And they're getting involved with something that is way more to it than what you're seeing on your television or reading about in the paper. And I, for one, would love to know who set up this massive, basically it's like a military troop movement. And I know what goes into making something like that take place. And something very similar to it had to be prearranged and planned and staged out throughout many locations to allow these people to transit the way they are. Just something to think about. November elections are right around the corner. And if you don't go out and vote, and the country gets turned back over to the Democrats, then shame on you. As always, please say a prayer for our men and women serving the United States military, our veterans, our law enforcement officers, our first responders, their families, our president, and our country. Hope you all have a wonderful and blessed evening. For now, I'm Douglas Ducote, and I'm out.